This is DRF, Race of the Day. Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the DRF Race of the Day for Wednesday, September the 29th. Let's throw up the field for race number 6 at Delaware Park. We're going a 2-turn mile. It's an optional claiming race. Now winners of 2 other than the condition, $32,000, the optional claiming price. You can download free formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at drf.com. Access them and handicap along with me. We'll begin with the Timeform US Pace Projector, and you would think in a relatively short field there wouldn't be a lot of speed. I think this pace could heat up. The 4 Sammy Sunshine is fast out of the stalls. The 5 Daria's Angel is fast out of the stalls. They're both in very sharp form, and I think they could set a legitimate pace, especially if the stretch-out sprinter on the 6, Caught Up in You, shows more speed than expected. She's been chasing some solid fractions sprinting and can be up close as she stretches out in distance. That would help the cause of the closers and the stalkers. One of them is the number 1, Moma Tiger, who might have an excuse for her most recent race where she was beaten double-digit lengths. She broke from the far outside post with a short run into the first turn, and she was hung out very wide on the first turn, and after that I don't think she had much of a chance. She shouldn't have that problem in this spot. Breaking from the inside post, she should save valuable ground. She should get some pace to run at. Her races 2 and 3 starts back are okay. She's been relatively consistent, 7 of 9 on the board in her career, and she'll be a good price. 8-1 on the morning line. I think she needs a slight buyer boost to contend for win honors, but you could take a look at this horse on the bottom of your single race exotics. I think she'll do better than last time. I think she had an excuse. Flight to Shanghai is the number 2. She ran against fellow 3-year-olds last time out in the Catherine Sophia Stakes at Parks. Good field. 4th place finisher came out of that race, won a 1 other than at Monmouth in her subsequent start with a solid 85 buyer speed figure. Flight to Shanghai chased a slow pace in that race and just couldn't quicken up with those stakes horses in the lane. She beat older allowance horses at Delaware Park around 2 turns, 2 starts back. In that race, she's made the lead. In her wins, she's made the lead, and I'm not sure she's fast enough to make the lead from the 4 and the 5, 2 hardy older horses in very good form. It'll be interesting to see if Flight to Shanghai is hustled out of there and add to this perhaps crowded pace picture. 9-5 on the morning line. Wouldn't be surprised if she drifts up a little bit. The 3 is Misty Taste, and Misty Taste chased Daria's Angel last time out. It broke a 3-race win streak, and I think Misty Taste had an excuse. The pace in that race was glacial. Daria's Angel was able to get to the front, drop the anchor to a half mile in 49 and 3. Misty Taste tried to rally into it with a wide sweeping run on the far turn. She tried real hard. She ran a solid second. She ran a big number over a wet track 2 starts back in 87. That would put her in the winner's circle here. It's possible the wet track really aided her cause that day, but it looks like she's in very good form for Gonzalez, and she might get a much better pace setup this time around. Let's watch Sammy Sunshine's most recent victory. She's won 4 out of her last 5, 3 in a row. This is over course and distance on September the 11th. She went right to the lead. She backed down the pace. She sprinted on home. She's won 12 times in her career. She's completed the exacta in 20 of 44. She is a really hard-hitting horse that likes Delaware Park a lot. It's all about pace in this race, I think, for Sammy Sunshine. Is she going to be pressured by the 2 Flight to Shanghai? Is she going to be pressured by the 5 Daria's Angel? And if she's able to put those 2 early pace pursuers away, will she be able to fend off the closers? Daria's Angel. Let's go to her last race, August the 21st. This is the race I talked about where she beat Misty Taste. She went to the front. She set very slow fractions. She opens up at just the right time, turning into the stretch, and she is too much for this field. She's won 12 of 44. She's been in the exacta 22 of 44. She's been claimed out of her last 3 races, and she's won 3 out of her last 4, but she likes to be up close to the pace. Maybe drawing outside Sammy Sunshine gives her a little bit of an advantage. Maybe Angel Cruz will break, stay in close attendance, maybe float a little bit wide on the first turn or try to get her to relax and not get involved in a speed duel. She should be in the thick of things when they turn into the stretch. The 6, Caught Up in You, coming out of a runner-up effort. Let's watch that race, going 6 furlongs on September the 4th, and this was a race in which she got some pace, and she's going to get up for second and here behind a useful horse, Decoupage, who responded to a slight drop in class to run second in a $32,000 starter optional with a 65 buyer speed figure. Caught Up in You ran a good fig 4 starts back, a 77 buyer when just missing, but that was a starter optional. I wonder if she fits slightly better in in those sorts of races, especially sprinting. She is somewhat of an unknown commodity around 2 turns. The connections have not really been that interested in stretching her out, even though she is bred for the distance. She might just be better sprinting. We take a look at my top picks in here. I respect Sammy Sunshine. I respect Aria's Angel. I respect Flight to Shanghai. I think Misty Taste gets a better race flow this time around. I think she was hurt by the lack of pace last time. I think she gets enough pace to adequately set up her kick. She is 6-1 on the morning line. I'll go with the 3 Misty Taste in the Wednesday DRF race of the day. Good luck.